Shalom, Yasharala, HALALYAM, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well and taught us this truth through the Spirit. I want to, just bring out, something I was thinking about, man. I was meditating on 2nd Maccabees chapter 6, man. I read that again recently, and it's just crazy, like the faith that our people had back then over something as simple as eating swine's flesh, or really chapter 6 and 7. Chapter 6 is speaking about a lot more, but chapter 7, the 7 brethren and the mother that went through hell just because they didn't want to eat pork, and actually chapter 6 did speak about the elder Eleazar, man. He could have eaten lawful meat and tricked the Grecians into believing that it was pork, to save his life. But he had that integrity, and he said, no, man, I'm not going to lie to my people. They're going to see this, I have to have that integrity. I'm going to lay down my life. We deal with this pain, this bodily pain, for a while, but the Lord is going to have everlasting mercy on us. It just shows, it's basically like, it's just crazy, man. Like, this is a love that only Israelites could ever have. This is something that is exclusive to Israelites. Integrity, faith that only the Israelites have through the Spirit of YAHAWASHI. And it explains that, the Lord punishes us because we are His children. Literally, we are His firstborn. Like in Exodus, it says we are even His firstborn, So while it may seem like, well, why isn't the Lord doing anything about these heathens, that compassed us about, and they put us to death and torture us and do all these things? Well, really, it shows that the Lord is dealing with us. It's the Lord chastening us for our sins because He only cares about us, and He's letting the sins of the heathen reach immeasurable height. So that's why He uses all these wondrous, marvelous, grand forms of judgment on them to show His power. But for us, He punishes us immediately before we can even have the chance to reach that level of wickedness. We should be thankful for that, because Jake is wise to do evil. If the Lord treated us like how He treats the heathens, we'd be through. That's why the scriptures say that Babylon's sins have reached unto heaven. It's reached a whole new level of wickedness. You gotta understand, that's why the Lord's gonna bring forth the greatest judgment ever. Jacob's trouble is gonna be the worst time in history. worse than ever was and ever will be, you know. But for us, he punishes us immediately. And though we suffer for a little while, we deal with this physical pain or whatever we might be dealing with, he saves our souls unto everlasting life. You know? So whatever we go through, because we're all going to deal with temptation, we're all going to deal with being scarcely saved during Jacob's trouble, all that. We're all going to be tried in the furnace of adversity, in that fire, to be refined as gold is refined. So we just have to have faith through all that, because it's beautiful when you think about it, man. When you look at it, look at what our brothers, our ancestors went through. It's crazy. Hey man, I gotta give credit where credit is due. You know, I recently listened to that prayer by DMX, and he was real passionate. Like, that's how you know that he was a Jake, you know, even though, you know, we could call him a sellout and this and that, but we have to have humility about ourselves, man, because sometimes Jake gets wrapped up in things that he doesn't understand, and he was just stuck, and they took advantage of him. Like, we're still victims, you know, but in that prayer he said, you know, if it takes for me to suffer, for my brother to see the light, then give me pain till I die. But Lord, please treat him right. You know, and that's beautiful. Greater love hath no man than him that lays his life down for his friends, I believe, in John, roughly paraphrasing. It's beautiful, man. I was in tears reading it and thinking about it. Like, Lord, I strive to be that strong, to have that much faith. We should all be like that, like Eleazar and the 7 brethren and their mother. That's something that only Israelites can do. Only the Lord's remnant is able to withstand and put up with that and have that faith through the Spirit. You know? YAHAWAH, He's dealing with us all the way to the end. He allows us to endure, and we're a part of that remnant that will be saved, you know? So I was just meditating on that. But yeah, man. Shalom to all you Akim wa Akwathium, laboring, listening, and learning sincerely. Abba Babal, Kwam Yasharallah.